Hi everyone, it's Jerusha. Today is Sunday, July 16th, 2017. I am coming to you today because I watched a video and a few videos actually that influenced me somehow, and I want to talk about, I don't know, my journey related to this. This person is called, their channel is called DSFavors. And there was a video that they published on July 9th, 2017. So it was called Natural Hair Gurus Exposed. They talked about, this woman talked about, well, I started watching her other videos and I started hearing about how, so she's got loose natural hair. She's an African descended black woman, and she's got a YouTube channel, and so she has loose natural hair. And she's talking about the gurus on YouTube who mainly, I'm pretty sure, part of the black community and speaking to the black community regarding how to grow your hair faster, how to take care of it better, how to be more natural, how to everything. And she is talking about how so many of the things, she's so tired of hearing these fads on YouTube. Now, I have heard about these kinds of things a little bit on the edge of by Yanni, the lockologist, but I have not watched YouTube for advice on my hair before. So I had no idea how big this thing was and how this woman is very genuine, realistic, has her YouTube channel and talks about her hair journey and she's loose natural hair. She doesn't have dreadlocks. And I'm so glad I found her channel because she's talking about just, I don't know. I mean, if you guys have watched other videos on YouTube that are posted by black people in the community, you may have heard this term called wash and go. I didn't know what it was. She talks about it. She's like, wash and go is not a wash and go. It's not like you don't do anything to your hair. It's complicated. It takes at least an hour. And I had no idea. I had no idea how long people spend on their hair. Even guys, actually, with African textured hair, black textured hair, all of the different textures that they have in their hair, sometimes multiple textures within the same head of hair. So, well, when we talk about dreadlocks being easygoing and oh, so free and carefree versus like people doing maintenance on them, getting maintenance professionally, and then also using products on their dreadlocks. And we talk about, you know, there's like Caucasian people, various textures, and then there's black people, various textures. And we're here on YouTube, if we have a dreadlock channel or a hair channel, we're talking about our experiences, which have something to do with psychology and our lifestyle, but also have to do with our products that we use and the things we do to our hair. So when I was watching her videos, it really opened my eyes to, wow, how much time some people spend on their hair. And it's like a common thing. It's a common thing. Even if you get it done professionally, it's still time on your hair. And then if you're doing it by yourself, if you're doing dreadlocks, if you change from loose natural or like various other kinds of relaxing or various ways of changing your hair to dreadlocks, well, I didn't even know what to compare it to. I had no idea what to compare it to. This is partly because before I had dreadlocks, I did get my hair trimmed about every 8 to 12 weeks to layer my hair, you know, bring the layers in more so it wasn't like just like in my face. But I would spend not all that much time on my hair. I mean, it was significant to me in my life. It was like about once or twice a week I would wash it and then either blow dry it at the roots and let it dry naturally the rest of the hair. But blow drying at the roots for like volume, and also put some sort of product in there that wasn't going to weigh it down, or yeah, or I would actually go to bed with it somewhat damp, and then I would wake up and it was like wavy, which was because I had gone to bed on it, and also because it was damp, and my hair is normally pretty straight, but I had it somewhat layered. So I liked my hair wavy. I liked it kind of like curling these various ways, but you know, and that I actually put off washing my hair when I had straight hair before dreadlocks. I would put it off I would wear it in a ponytail the last 2 or 3 days, and I would wash my hair about every 3 days or so. So sometimes I'd push it out to 4 or 5 days, and that's when I would be wearing it in a ponytail. It would look kind of greasy up here. So yeah, I had no idea how long people spend on their hair, getting their hair done or doing it themselves. So yeah, so we've got a dreadlock channel. I've got a dreadlock channel. Other people have dreadlock channels. And I noticed that there's this pressure towards, at least in the dreadlock community, it seems like this thing towards don't mess with it. Don't put products on your hair. Don't mess with it. Accept it. And I think that's a great fad, actually. I think it's a great fad for people. But I think some people, you know, in the Black community, for instance, they're coming from a whole different area than I'm coming from. So for me, washing my hair every 3 to 6 days is, you know, I came from that to my dreadlocks, which I wash slightly more often than that. Might change in the future, but it's a whole different comparison. I didn't ever straighten my hair. I didn't go professionally coloring my hair. I did it myself if I wanted to color my hair. So me using products, I mean, for me, it's exciting and fun, but I am aware that this is a process that I'm doing to my hair. I could just let it be however it wants to be and not use anything, not do very much with my hair. And then when we have a dreadlock channel on YouTube, we're talking about what it is that we're doing. And I don't know if we're all watching other people's videos, but I personally don't feel any pressure except to like not do anything to my hair. That's actually the pressure I feel. My natural inclination is to go with it, just experiment, try things, and that's fun. So I do sense something. I'm not sure what it is. It's sort of like a message out there. I don't know if it's people that comment or if it's what it is, but it's like this pressure to not worry about my hair. Not really worrying about my hair. I'm using my hair as an experiment, which some people would say is really stupid. Well, that's what they would say. But I would say that my hair doesn't look great every day. I don't really feel great about it every day. But I am still really early in the stages, especially because I've got these extensions that I put in. So I kind of like prolonged my early stage by not dealing with how short my hair was. Like if I hadn't had extensions, my hair, okay, this one's extended, so this one wouldn't be here. Actually, this one's extended too. See, there you go. So my hair would be, these haven't been extended. I can see that there with the sunlight shining through. This one has been. Put a little end on that one, so that one's longer. So that one would be shorter. This one hasn't been extended. Look at it poking out there. Yeah, so when we have a dreadlock channel, I mean, maybe it's a little bit different, but she was saying, DSFavors was saying, when people are saying that they're only doing this with their hair, only doing that with their hair, they're using this product or whatever, there's a lot of stuff going on otherwise, you know. Don't compare yourself in that way. It's like an everyday situation that you're dealing with here. And if you're choosing to put a dreadlock video up, you might think, well, what do I want to talk about today? Well, just going through that process, what do I want to talk about today? I think probably, well, some people put more thought to it than I do. And some people put, you know, reasonable, same amount of thought, just that they don't have probably ADHD. So I guess what you want to do your video on might affect, it's sort of an imposition into what you present. So what I'm going to say is I have been experimenting, also watching other people on YouTube that are in my cohort. Like, well, not always in my cohort, but I look at Seba Treyu, I look at Midlife Dread, I look at a few other people. Sometimes it's changing, those people, because they're coming in and out of dread journeys. But what I'll tell you right now has happened to my hair is that I was not using products in it. Like I didn't use any after shampoo products. Like I didn't use any, for a long time, I wasn't using any tightening spray. But I did get this since I've been here. Got it about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I also hadn't been using any of the conditioning oil by Dreadlocks. Well, I did start using it more since I've been here on the East Coast, and then I ended up getting a full size because I've like realized, okay, I need to really moisturize my locks here, and there isn't enough in these tiny little travel sizes to get enough out to really use and like feel like I'm not skimping on it. There's a lot that I need to use on this. And then I had not used tightening gel in a long time since I installed my extensions, but even before that, like I didn't see any need to use aloe vera tightening gel for several months before my extensions. So then I just used them a little bit, and my extensions were kind of like going in pretty well. I wasn't worried about them falling out, so I didn't use this very much. So recently I have decided to start using more products just because my hair was washing out all the different products I'd used from Dreadlocks mainly in my hair, and my hair was getting dry, especially the extension hair, which is, I believe, been stripped before I got it. I think it was stripped, so it was like a smaller cuticle size, and so then I dyed it, which I don't think it made it that much worse, but I have heard that this kind of hair that you buy, human hair that's probably not like virgin hair, is going to probably break down faster. So yes, I was aware of that, and it was happening, and so my hair was getting like sort of like, well, this stuff, this fake hair, this not fake hair, it's human hair, it was just the extension hair, it was feeling a lot more coarse and somewhat scratchy than my natural hair. But I wanted to learn how to take care of it. So I learned that I need to do more moisturizing and what to do. I mean, it wasn't just like I could do something and then it would be good. It was like it would take time and steps. And okay, do I do more now? It seems like this isn't having an effect. So yeah, my hair, well, I did feel breakage. I did actually see breakage when I go through my hair like this. So I realized I probably do need to do something to my hair somewhat more consistently, but just kind of figure it out after I shampoo. So I have been shampooing less often just because I'm here on the East Coast and I have a lot to do, work and busy work. And so I have pushed it out probably further than I wanted to or was comfortable with, but did it because I thought, well, people don't wash their hair as often when they're have dreadlocks. And so I would probably wash it every 4, 5, 6 days. And yeah, it would dry. It was, you know, before washing it, it was, you know, I would get kind of sweaty, and it's humid here, so it would dry on its own, and I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I would feel like I kind of wanted to wash it to do well for it. It felt like it wanted to be washed. It actually felt like maybe it wanted moisture in the way that it would get if it were shampooed, washed, and then put moisture in it that would seal the moisture in. I know different people have different views on that, and I'm going to actually, when I get back to Portland pretty soon, in the next week or two, I'm going to get some rose water and I'm going to mix it with vitamin E oil, which is what Yanni recommends. She actually says half and half. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a whole half of vitamin E oil because that's, well, very thick and viscous and sticky, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do quite that much, but I could mist my hair with rose water. Supposedly a chemical change happens when you make it into rose water instead of regular water. So it's supposed to be more moisturizing for your locks and softening. And I have been watching Midlife Dread talk about how her locks have been more dry, and I think I do need to do something to it. I don't, for some reason, want to do it all with this Dreadlocks refreshing spray, which is pretty much like what you would use for softening your hair. Sounds kind of weird because it's called refreshing spray, but really it's got a lot of moisturizing ingredients. Like, okay, so the first one's coconut water, of course, distilled spring water, avocado oil. Okay, so avocado oil is the third ingredient. This seems very much like watery, but it's got these oils in it. They're nourishing. But when I saturate my hair with this, it seems like I'm going to use a ton of it before it makes a difference. So I'm kind of feeling like I want to get some rose water and mix my own oils into it, and so I can spray it on more liberally, because I'm not sure. I mean, this seems like it's a good bottle, but I would use this up a lot faster than I would a lot of the other ones. So that's what I have to say to you, is that the moisturizing balance is important. especially if you have these extensions that have been like the cuticle's been stripped, but probably even if you have your own hair only, because my hair is fine and that means that it's skinny and it doesn't have a lot of protection against the elements. So yeah, well, I don't think that you can just wash and go. In fact, I think that you probably need to do some kind of moisturizing, spray, misting, whatever. I also think you probably need to use some kind of oil, not wax, of course. I mean, of course, like people that don't know about how against wax most people are might think, oh, dreadlocks wax. I'm not sure how you would feel like, but definitely not wax. So yeah, well, I would say that you've got a moisture balance to figure out, situate, whatever. So that's my dreads. I hope I don't need to take these extensions out. I might need to take a few of them out because a few of them are like too thick and I overlap them too much with my natural dreads. So I'm thinking about possibly taking them out. You can definitely see all this stuff up here is mostly not extended stuff up here. So it's sticking up, and then the stuff that's coming down is mostly extended. So that's kind of a big difference, and I think it's starting to be more obvious to me, but don't worry about your dreads. All right, well, take care everyone, and I hope you're having a good summer, and it's 2017, summer of 2017. All right, take care.